Alright, so I'm gonna do a second league with Deadguy Ale, and I'm gonna run almost the same list as the previous round, as the previous recording, except I put a Toxic Deluge main deck instead of a Hymn to Turek, and I put a Seal of Cleansing in the sideboard to tutor up instead of like the Deluge, which I moved to the main. I'm on the draw. I think I'm only drawing one in 3 cards is a land or mana source. So in the next 2 draws I'm not reliably gonna draw one, so I got to mulligan this. This is better. Keep. I'm gonna keep it on top just in case something happens, like Wasteland and kill my Deathrite. This is a hand that's very good against fair decks, but if they're a combo deck, we're pretty dead. Okay, probably elves. I feel like just wasting them. Like if they have nothing better to do on turn 1, they may have nothing better to do on turn 2 as well. But if they play a Cradle in like 1 or 2 turns, oh yeah, oh, you don't have any mana source. Alright, then it definitely was the right play. So we're gonna Stoneforge for Jita, which is the best equipment against elves. And then we're gonna attack for 1 damage. And the Deluge here in the main deck should really get us out of sticky situations as well. Next turn we can Jite, equip it on the Stoneforge, like start killing whatever they play so their Cradle doesn't make any more mana. We want more sweepers. I may want this against the Glimpse. This stops Natural Order and Green Sun Zenith. This stops also the Glimpse turn. I think it stops Natural Order and Zenith, and it doesn't stop anything except Batterskull in my deck, but I think it's not great. Then I'm not sure. I think I don't want Duress. I'm pitting Needle. Like, you may Needle Wirewood Symbiote or something, but that's not. Council Judgments could be okay if they're on Progenitus Plan, but I think that's not good enough. Him on turn 2 is too slow. I prefer Thought Seizing them. Lingering Souls, I think, is not how we are gonna win this game. So we need to cut. I think Liliana doesn't do enough. Like, they just sacrifice a 1/1 and that's it. And we have better equipments than Batterskull. So by the time we want to fetch a 3rd equipment, we should already be winning anyway, or having lost already. Rex Sage plus Symbiote. Turn 1, plow their creature. Turn 2, kill their creature and take Natural Order. And Jite Confident Stoneforge seems very keepable. Yeah, we definitely want to plow this, because it blinds the removal we may have for any next elf he draws. And if we're gonna escalate this, I think we can ditch the Stoneforge, because we have only one more equipment left in the deck. And so this is gonna tutor up Sword of Light, Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, we're not gonna reveal the Wasteland yet. I want to kill the Symbiote, because it could lead to broken stuff. And I want to make sure he doesn't have Zenith or a Glimpse in his hand. Or a Natural Order. The Stoneforge. Okay, what is the worst? Glimpse is gonna draw more cards, and Zenith is gonna get like Rex Sage against the GT or something. I think him drawing more cards is the most dangerous. Like especially with Sentinel, he only needs to get a Heritage Druid to start like a really crazy turn. Yeah, here I definitely want to wasteland this Cradle. Then I think I want Dark Confidant first, just to keep drawing more interaction. Because as soon as we get Stoneforge out, he's not gonna see it for anything, just to keep Reclamation Sage open. If this can draw some more plows or anything to keep army small, or a wasteland for another Cradle, then we should be in a good spot. This bounces a forest to untap a creature. Okay. Yeah, I always mix up the bounce creatures. Maybe he's thinking that probably means maybe he has a Cradle and wants to know how big the risk is to drop it, or like otherwise I think it would be pretty straightforward what he should do. I'm not going to block. Yeah, he did have the Cradle. Now he's going to Zenith for Visionary, I suppose. Or no, Zenith for one, then he probably has a Heritage Druid going for him. Yeah, he's going for the Druid. Or a Wirewood Symbiote to start drawing cards off Elvish Visionary. It's also possible. Yes, I want to draw this. Wasteland is perfect. And these two, like, they block and then they bounce the creatures, so I'm never gonna get any damage in for Musawa's Jitte. So mana efficiency says I should play Stoneforge Mystic, but I think I want to start digging with Mirror's Guile, because I think I'm still slightly behind in this board state, so if I can find like a land and a Deluge, then I don't have a problem with killing my own Confidant, because it would still be a 2/4/4. Okay, now I definitely want a sweeper. I think because I don't have a third land, I want to resolve Mirror's Guile first, because if I blind draw off Confident, I can't get both like a land and a deluge. While if I get land and a deluge on top, like on the second and third place, I can get it with Mirror's Guile. But I'm not sure what's the best play in this situation. Wow, he has Natural Order. That's pretty. It's like the perfect hand here. Okay, and I should be dead. Next turn I would have been able to stop the Natural Order. Lingering Souls, I mean a Snaring Bridge does stop like the Crater Hoof, but I'm not convinced it's a good play. I don't want to cut any of these. Maybe I want to cut the Lingering Souls for either Needle on him. But they do get to empty their hand pretty quickly. I may want one him just for a random turn 2 value play, and I feel like the Needle could be good against their like their untapped bounce creatures. Actually, I don't think that's what I want. I think I want the I don't want. I'm really not sure what I want here. I'm just gonna put in a second him on the play. I want to play first, yes. This hand is very tricky. If they play a fetch land, it's good. I'm gonna risk it, but on like a high stake tournament, I think actually you should mulligan it if you're playing seriously. So I'm gonna keep this. It doesn't matter what I scry to. Yeah, like I can find the second land for Confident, hopefully. And find a white source for Source to Plowshares. Yeah, like the previous hand is like the hand. If it works out, it's great, but you have like a 50% chance of losing due to like not drawing a land for 2 or 3 turns, or them not fetching because they see your death right. And this is at least this is safer. We might still not find any land, but in this case, at least we get to look at the top 3 every turn. So we're very likely to keep drawing stuff that we actually need to answer whatever they're throwing at the board. Always yes, always yield. Alright. I'm gonna draw the Caracas. Like it really worked out killing his Dried Arbor last time. So I'm not sure if I may. I think I'm actually gonna start with killing his creatures before playing the Confident, because it both prevents his mana, like it stops his Cradle from doing anything broken. And like I think first we have to stop him from killing us, and only then we can start killing him. Alright, then next turn we can play Liliana, make him sacrifice the death right. We're gonna get the marsh flats. So now we're at 3 mana, so we should be safe to do whatever we want. Do I want 2 white? Guess it doesn't matter. I'm not sure I want to plus my Liliana next turn, depending on what we draw. Because I definitely don't want to throw the Deluge, and I think we also need a Confidant because they have 6 cards, we have 2 cards. Because we have more permanents, of course. We already emptied our hand. And so we're still gonna need drawing more cards to keep interacting with them. Because if they board in Thoughtseize and take the Deluge, then we might just lose to them vomiting their hand on the board with a glimpse or something. So ideally I would draw like a Thoughtseize next turn, or Source of Plowshares if they have a creature. Then play Confidant and a 1-drop, and leave Liliana at this. And then I can start drawing dead cards to pitch to Liliana. Like drawing excess lands with Confidant. Okay, maybe he's thinking whether it's safe to play his Cradle, because normally a land drop shouldn't be so difficult. Oh yeah. Okay, now I will definitely Deluge this turn, if I don't find a Wasteland. So, do I even... If I Deluge, I should waste this Pendelhaven and leave him with 0 mana. Then I can plus Liliana and discard the Confidant, I think. I wanted to plus the Liliana first. So when they have to make a choice what to discard, they don't know yet that I'm actually gonna wreck their hand. Maybe they discard an excess land or something. Yeah, they discard land, which means that they may get really screwed by this sequence. I'm gonna Deluge for 2. Yeah, I'll definitely minus my Liliana if they don't have another creature to play. Or I plow this and then plus my Liliana, I think. Okay, and now we're finally in a spot where I feel comfortable. We can still lose to the nuts, but I think at this point we've kind of locked them out of doing broken things. So we put a scrubland first, so we can draw it with the Confidant before we scry with Nurse Guile to scry one deeper. We probably want the Jite, but we also want the scrubland anyway to play the Jite and equip it. He's gonna see. Oh, he's not gonna see it. Alright. So first we draw the scrubland and then we scry probably the Jite to the top. Make him sacrifice Deathright. Yeah, Cradle doesn't do anything. Stoneforge will just get him another GT, so I could get the same GT anyway. So next turn I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna draw the Wasteland with Confident. Okay, I think indeed should concede because there's no way his Cradle's ever gonna make a mana with the GT out. So he's basically stuck at 1 mana and no cards in hand due to Liliana. Round 2, we are playing against an unknown opponent, crushing you every time. Let's see if his name is true or not. I would like to play first. This is a very bad hand. With 1 land in it I would keep, but this is also bad. But I'm just gonna try to scry to Black Source, like play Wasteland. I'm not sure if I should keep Open Swords or Wasteland. Okay. I think I'm gonna play Wasteland because I don't know. There are very few cases where we really want to plow turn 1. Like if they're a Delver deck or playing Deathright, we probably want to play around Days. Oh, probably Manaless Dredge or Reanimator. I think we have 1 turn that we don't need to keep Open Swords for their Icorids and stuff. But from next turn onward, I think I should keep open the plow for Icorids or like grid return targets. Okay, we're not dead yet. At least he doesn't have Icorids or Nakumibas yet. And until he has a creature in play, we're fine. But he can dredge into 1 now. No Narcomoeba yet. Yes, I want to yield. Liliana is kind of mediocre because they can, I mean, she doesn't do anything that we need. Him would only be good on turn 1, but even then, like only if you hit like a non-dredge card. So I will keep in the Thoughtseize, like because if you can Thoughtseize away Gitaxian Probe, then it's basically a time walk because they can't go to 8 cards and discard. But to him, just discarding random cards is not like might actually be beneficial to them. I also need to remember to let them start game 2 if we lose this one, because I've theoretically I know this, but it still happens that you just forget because you're so used to clicking yes I want to start. Okay, their draw stop. Do I want to plow Narcomoeba in their draw step? Yes, because they have a bridge. Do they have only one bridge? Yeah, because then they can sacrifice it. Maybe I want to plow the prize amalgam end of turn. I'm not sure. Yes, 3 prize amalgams. I think I'm gonna plow it anyway, because if he's gonna use therapy, he might just name swords to plowshares, and we are pretty fucked. And now we're fucked to dread return anyway. So I'm gonna exile Liliana because he doesn't do anything. Is there any reason? Like if I Jita, he can dread return for, I don't know, doesn't matter, like anything that's annoying. Or we can cancel judgment, away an amalgam, and hope he doesn't find a Narcomoeba. I should have taken the hymn, because I might still need Liliana for the sacrifice effect, even though it's unlikely. Might even cast Liliana to kill my own Dark Confidant and exile his bridges. So is that the reason to attack? I think I'm not gonna attack here and keep it open as a blocker. Also to exile his bridge from below. Yeah, I think I should really concede at this point. He has like a bunch of Icorids, and just even recurring his creatures and with bridge from below, he's gonna be far enough ahead. I think I do want Engineered Plague for horror against Icorid. This also stops reanimation and other graveyard shenanigans. Rest in Peace is obviously good. This stops Dread Return, so they at least can't combo kill me. I think I want to take out him to Turak, and Liliana cancels Judgment. I definitely want Thoughtseize. I'm not sure if Collective Brutality does enough. Like if I can take a therapy from their hand, I'm in a good spot. Yeah, it's definitely better than Duress. Duress turn 1 is a better time walk. GT seems good. Fire and Ice seems good. Batterskull in case it's like a standoff, and we're just zombie tokens fighting against my stuff. Lingering Souls should be good in a grindy matchup, but still, like, it's not great with Rest in Peace. And I think even if it gets grindy, it's not 1/1 tokens that are gonna win us the game. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Yes, I want to play first. Oh, I made a mistake again. Oh my god. Okay, that's a pretty... Okay, I'm gonna turn 1 confident. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. Oh no, I can't turn 1 confident without exiling my I don't have a black source. That means, well, I'm gonna play the Chrome Mox and imprint Stoneforge, I guess. just to get rid of the Chancellor trigger. He has only one Chancellor. Okay, I could have started the game with one more card by letting him play first. His end step is gonna discard a... If he has a cycler, okay, I can exile the second Confidant. Dark Confidant. I'm glad we drew a black card. I'm not sure I want a surgical here yet. He seems to be on f6, meaning he doesn't have a cycler, but if he has one to respond to the grave troll, to the surgical, I think I'm gonna do it, even though Icorid is better. Oh, we got a second one. That's really good. Now he's on 6 cards in hand. And that means he basically has to draw 2 more cards, like he loses a turn. Like he needs to draw 2 more cards before being able to... End step, don't need to do anything. So his upkeep, oh yeah, nothing happening there. His end step, he can't do anything. I want to draw Thoughtseize. Just to okay, he's offering us the win, which is fair, like if he's 1 and 2, but I think we want to play anyway. I want to discard, I don't know, his Therapy turns on Bridge from Below. I don't want Bridge from Below in the graveyard. I think Chancellor in the graveyard is the best, because Tree Trade turns on Icorid as well. We're not really drawing anything here. F6 here as well. Scrubland. We're gonna play second confident. Yeah, clearly this guy would concede, and then like if we get a lot of prizes, if he gets something out of it, that's I mean, it's understandable for him. And for us, like if we don't win this game, still be a way to be able to get 5-0 and get a deck published. I mean, we don't actually get a real 5-0 then, but still, like, getting lists posted is always fun. Wait, he's gonna return this. I'm gonna plow it. Am I going to plow it, or do I want to plow the... There's enough things to sacrifice it, so like Cable Therapy and Bridge from Below means that he would get value out of it if I don't plow it right now. And the Amalgam is only coming back end of turn. He should be therapying himself if I'm F6ing, because he should know I don't have anything. So, it's making things. I think I'm gonna equip a Jite and attack. It's a pity I have to sacrifice this to get a green mana. Yeah, I'm sorry by the way about interrupting the video. Two, three, four. I think I want to equip the Jite, attack with one creature, and is he gonna block? Yes, 2 charge counters, alright. I may want to kill one Dark Confident just to stop like his Bridge from Below. blocking one. And just kill my confident. Wait, oh, he did have 2 bridges. Then it's definitely the right choice. Alright, I hope I get a Deadguy Ale. Get the resting piece of this and a deluge. Does he know I have a butter skull? I don't know if I revealed it. Oh, that's why I'm at such a such a low life total. I didn't remember. It's returning Iona. That's okay by me. I mean, I have Caracas. Like, if he names White, I have Caracas and Liliana and Deluge. And if he names, yeah, if he would have named Black, I would still have Swords to Plowshares. Wait, if I block, I think blocking is really strange. Because I block, I make it a 4-3, and Confident survives and gets 2 new counters. Alright, so here I think I'm gonna do the same with Deadguy Ale just to be able to dig 1 deeper. So it may be wrong here. So do I just first get the Caracas? No, the rest in peace would be too late. So I don't have anything to tutor that's gonna save me. So I think I just need to let the Deadguy Ale resolve. Yes. Alright, Caracas. I think I can deluge for... I can gain 4, I go up to 10. Then I deluge. Or do I bounce the Iona first? So, if I Caracas, then he shouldn't be able to... I play Better Skull. No, I think I'm going for Caracas first, because Deluge for 7, then I lose to him. Then I lose to him getting zombie tokens, 2 zombie tokens. So I'm gonna return Iona. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Better Skull. I'm not sure I should attack. Yeah, getting GT counters is always good. So, yes, I would like my counters. I would like to play a Better Skull. And I would like my token. And then I'm going to equip it on my germ. I think I want to kill my confident to exile his bridge, but I may want to wait until draw step to see if he has like if he dredges into 1 more bridge. Upkeep, alright. He draws. He does not draw into more bridges. Do I still? I think I still want Deluge though. So I'm not gonna Enlighten Tutor yet. Deluge, and then afterwards I can still tutor for Rest in Peace. Although Rest in Peace would beat him right now, because these creatures can never beat the Germ. So I think I'm gonna get the Rest in Peace first. And then we can still find the Deluge later. I don't need this yet. I could use this one. Alright. Do we want to change anything? This is an out to like Iona, but it's not great. This stops him from attacking, but it's not great. Oh yeah, I don't have Liliana as an answer for the Iona. So I think I'm just gonna keep it the same. So did he let me start? Yeah. Then I'm gonna turn 1 Thoughtseize. Or no, I'm gonna if I turn 1 Thoughtseize, I can't tutor for Rest in Peace. But Chancellor is gonna stop that plan anyway. So is it worth throwing away the Thoughtseize just to kill his trigger? It's a very good question. He's gonna be able to discard the Dredger. But I think turn 3 Rest in Peace is enough. But I can turn 3 Rest in Peace even if I don't play the Thoughtseize yet. Yeah, I think there is... Actually, if I do top deck the Rest in Peace from my library, then I do need to be able to cast a 2-drop next turn. So I'm just gonna jam it. I do need an upkeep step to get Rest in Peace, possibly. Bridge from below. He does not have a Dredger. That means... Is there any way we can get this Therapy if we confident? No, I think we just confident. Then upkeep, tutor for Rest in Peace, because he shouldn't be able to have any way to play the cable therapy for our tutor. And now we should not forget to tutor Rest in Peace in upkeep after we resolved our confident. Unless of course he has the Disrupting Shoal or Force of Will. Because he's really thinking long to respond to this confident. So that means... Oh, I should have Collective Brutality to make sure he doesn't have any counter spells. Okay, that's a mistake. I forgot that they often play counter spells these days in Manaless Dredge. If he does not discard a Dredger, I think I may first play it safe with Brutality. Okay, let's see what Confidence reveals. Okay. And at least we should be able, if he does not have the force, to still take one of the 7 cards. And then, oh, he did have Disrupting Shoal. Yeah, that is still like a time walk before he can get to 7 mana to I mean, I can just tutor now, reveal the Rest in Peace, and win. Yeah, sorry for the lame commentary, I'm a bit distracted during this league, so I'm probably starting a lot of sentences and not finishing them, but I guess I just need to eat a bit more. I think more about the game than about like my opponent offering concessions and such. I should already prepare the previous video to upload it as soon as possible. I think that was this one. That should be Deadguy Ale number 2. And I should already start uploading it while we wait for the next opponent. Where are the videos? Is it here? Because they usually take like 2 or 3 hours to upload. The same about YouTube. Yes, I want to play first. Yes, I want to turn 1 Confident or him. I think I'm gonna start with him to play around force. I mean, to force him to have it. But then that would mean I have to exile my Confident. It's actually not as easy as I thought. You have to make a choice here. Definitely want to fetch up a Bayou, so I may even be inclined to play Deadguy Ale and just play the longer game. Merfolk. Maybe turn on him. Randomly taking their file would have been good. But GTS should be very good against them as well. I think I'm going for the him to reduce the number of options he has. Okay, we can wasteland him and play confident. Or we can fetch. I don't really need lingering souls yet, in my opinion. They may play back to basics, probably only in sideboard, but still. So I'm first going for the confident. Because one more attack or spell from Mutavault is not really a problem. I'm sure I could have saved 3 damage by playing the Wasteland, but I would have been drawing Lingering Souls, which now I want to scry first to save on some life loss. Okay, so we're gonna draw the land and Liliana. We're gonna waste his Mutavault, make him sacrifice a lord. We should remember our triggers in the same order next turn, because there is a Battle Skull on top and I don't want to lose 5 life to my confident. Yeah, so first the Guile. Then I think I want to keep the Brutality for later. I want to ditch the Chromox because I don't have anything to exile to it. So I'm gonna fetch the Sword of Fire and Ice to get protection from blue, like basically his whole deck. I want to keep Brutality for when he has like a Lord to kill or something similar. I may play into Daze here, but whatever, he doesn't have it. Yeah, with this sword on our Dark Confident, we should be in a good place. Like even True Name is not great at this point. Engineered Plague doesn't kill anything of there, so I may leave it out. Needle on File or Mutavault could be okay. Containment Freeze stops File. The Seal of Cleansing stops back to basics or File. I don't think I want him on the draw against this deck. I'm not even sure I want Thoughtseize. because they play first, so they're already gonna have the violin play, and if they have like chalice, the Thoughtseize is gonna be really poor. Actually, the engineer play kills True Name if they don't have a lord, but that's like the only, yeah, and the one that draws a card. And Silver Gill Adept, that's also a creature that's one toughness. But other than that, most of the creatures have two toughness. I'm gonna fetch a basic. That may make it hard to cast Swords of Plowshares. But like I said, they do tend to have back to basics in the sideboard, and I just don't want to die to a stupid random spell like that. Here, I'm gonna get another basic, plow it, play a Deathright. It may be overextending into our own Toxic Deluge, but since we're ahead on the board, I don't feel like deluging anyway. I want to waste his Mutavault. Then I want to Brutality his. I also want to look at his hand and take a instant or sorcery in case he has one. I mean, he's playing like he doesn't have any instants yet, but like we are not going to use the Chromox anyway, so it's worth like having a small shot to get like a force. Here we might as well attack, because like exiling a land to exile a sorcery is gonna be 2 life, and attacking with 2 Deathrights is also 2 life. Also the Pearl Trident, okay. Do I want to do that? It plays nicely with a good deluge for 1, and we both lose 1 creature. Yeah. If he blocks, I'm gonna deluge for 1. But he does not. So I'm gonna Lingering Souls, and I hope I'm gonna be able to raise him, or like find an out to Jite. I think I should not have played the Lingering Souls, because now I'm just gonna have to kill my own spirits, which is kind of bad play. But I can play Souls, I can play Deluge and Flashback Souls. We're gonna attack first. So basically by casting it before the Deluge, I just dealt like 2 damage, but I wasted the spell. Yeah, Jita is really against us, so I do not want him to equip an attack. Yes, I want to pay. But at least we can flash it back and hope we can kill like every creature. Okay, it's good that we play around back to basics. At least with these two cards in the first turns. Now we really need to draw a black source before he can equip a creature. Or at least let it not be a true name so we can plow it. I think I want the protection from blue and red for the Jite, because at least he won't be able to use true names to block our creatures. Well, if you have a Jite and he plays a true name, we can't actually kill it with the counters, or we can't even deal damage to him. Okay, our opponent isn't doing much. So enough turn. File in the equipment. He may click us in response, but he may also concede in response. I think because we played 3 rounds in a very short time, I may be able to record one more, and I think I want to record Zombardment after this. There were like 2 zombie bombardment decks recently, even one in a bigger tournament. So I think I'm just gonna copy paste this list and take it for a league. So I'm gonna upload the previous video on YouTube. Okay, it's gonna take 1 hour. Well, we wait for another opponent. Like, I don't have a feeling we did anything broken in these matches, and like a lot of decks are more consistent, but still, like, we won all 3 of them, so that's so I'm not sure if that's being lucky or if it's being the deck like stronger than it actually looks. Yeah, sorry for eating in front of the camera, by the way. Like, you're probably not watching this to watch me eat, but it's more efficient because otherwise I have to take a break. And just some pea soup. I might actually eat it off camera, and I'll hear the noise when I have to come back. Okay, match 4. we'll be playing against Vico. I think I played against him on the red Stompy deck. So if he's on the play, we may never get to fetch a swamp. But if he does not have turn 1 Blood Moon, we should be okay. So I'm gonna try it. No, he's not on the Blood Moon. I think he's not on Dragon Stompy, but on Sneak Attack. Like the Sneak Attack Stompy. Okay, great. We get to live one turn and get to fetch a basic and Thoughtseize him. That's probably the best top deck we could have had. Oh, that is the Mono Red Storm deck that I played against with Box in a previous video. Maybe I should have taken Helm of Awakening, which is strange that he doesn't. So I should not be fetching around Blood Moon anymore. At least he likes Ancient Tomb mono red decks. That's clearly the common factor. Yeah, I like playing against janky decks like this. I mean, I play janky decks myself. I mean, Deadguy isn't janky, but like Enchantress or... Okay, him is very good. I don't want to show Wasteland yet. So I'm gonna play the Windswept Teeth and probably use it just for deck thinning. Discards Helm and Lead. He has 2 petals and an unknown card in hand. When I played against this deck with Pox in one of the Pox videos, like he had one, I think he had 1 land and a Helm of Awakening or like a Ruby Medallion in play. He was at 1 life and he still won. Like he just had like a 1 mana Seeding Song from the cost reducing effect from the Ruby Medallion into, I don't know, like Hazoret's Undying Fury, I think. So he needs like 2 cards and 1 mana, and this one thing to play to just kill me from 1 life. That's so that's why I'm surprised he didn't play the Helm. Like he probably didn't want to give us the advantage of also getting our spells reduced. But still, like it's even against this card, he only needs a few. He only needs 1 or 2 cards, I think 2 cards, to just kill us from there. So we cannot play Sword and equip. We cannot do. I think the best play is to equip Jite and just start getting counters. To be able to gain some life or kill some empty Dwarves tokens. So, does he have anything? Lotus Petal looks pretty dangerous. So he sacrifices it, flashes back past in flames, and probably just going for hoping to get like a lucky hit with the. Oh, he may burn. Maybe he has a burning wish target that gets him out of this. Because I think he doesn't have enough mana. I guess 2, 3, 6 mana. But if he passes in flames, yeah, he doesn't have enough mana to pass in flames because he would only have 1 left, and Seething Song is 2 mana. So I think playing out Lionside Diamond before flashing back the Fateless Looting is a strange choice. Whoa, I'm really not drawing anything. Now I'm playing Wasteland just to save 1 life, and so this adds 4 damage, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if I remove the jitter counters. But I think that's not worth removing the counters. Because I'm not gonna remove the counters until he's dead, because they might be useful in killing Empty Dwarves tokens. Okay. Next turn he's dead. Or next turn we are dead. Like, both are possible. Rite of Flame. Okay. Should be able to build a lot of Storm. I don't want to die. See, he's at 5 mana. He can still Manamorphose for something. And then Empty the Warrens. He shouldn't have enough mana to Burning Wish for another kill, unless he drew something off the Manamorphose. Oh, he drew Rite of Flame. Then he should maybe have Burning Wish for Goblin War Strike. No, he doesn't have mana to actually cast the Goblin War Strike then. He can still Burning Wish to get an extra storm count. And then, oh, this one has protection from red, so actually he can't block with the Goblin tokens. That's really good. So he needs... I don't know why he can have... That saves him. Yeah. Alright. I'm very glad. Oh, if he does have a land in hand... Okay, that's pretty bad. I don't know what he had to kill the equipment for 0 mana, but yeah, it's pretty unlucky for him if he did have an out that he forgot. I'm gonna add Seal of Cleansing because he has like all the reducing, the cost reducers. I don't think Pitting Needle does anything. Lingering Souls is slow. Liliana, I'm not sure. Yeah, Jitte and Plow don't seem great in this matchup. Maybe trim a Stoneforge and a Batterskull, like just Fire and Ice because it gets us through the tokens. But other than that, I think like Batterskull just yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, just the Batterskull would gain his life, but that's not. I mean, it might raise the tokens. Okay, this is turn 1. But I feel like we should just be disrupting him instead of gaining life slowly. Because he probably has like, yeah, things like Goblin War Strike, and we never get to actually block the tokens before he kills us with it. What is it? Okay, turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 him. And hope like he doesn't have Past in Flames to yeah, he does have Past in Flames. So we're gonna stop him from digging because this actually ramps him 1 mana with the medallion and it draws him a card. I just want to slow him down until I can get down like him and Confident. Here I definitely want to him because he has only 3 cards. And now I think with only, well, if he draws a lead, we could be in problems. Yeah, because like now he can go Past in Flames and then Reforge the Soul probably, if he has enough mana for that. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is very strong. Like at coming back, even with just 1 card in hand, they top deck 1 card and so he's gonna try reforge. Oh, he's gonna try and reforge our souls. They may draw into a surgical. That's somehow gonna help me, but no. Ouch. Okay. How did Burning Wish get into the? Oh yeah, he discarded it. Okay. He's just gonna scry. That's just. Oh yeah, it's probably just in there to kill the hate bears. Yeah, if we had been on the play, we might have been in a better spot. But here we basically need to draw. Wait, oh, he's getting tendrils mana. He does have a tendrils. I thought if he had only a empty the warrens, then we might have 1 turn to get out of it. But we did not. So what could have stopped him in this hand? Nothing. Like nothing that we sided out would have made a difference. So I'm gonna keep the same 60 cards. It may be weak to Force of Will, but I think they played three defense grids in the sideboards. So yeah, probably like Storm or other combo decks are its worst enemy. I would like to play first. I think I want to keep this. because of rest in peace. Like, I don't think they can kill me turn 1, and yeah, they should get a scrubland. And a Deathrite. I don't think I want a second Deathrite because of the rest in peace. I may imprint it on the Chromox. Or just use it as an attacker. Whoa. Does he really? Okay. This is bad. Again, I guess the best thing if he reforges the soul or something, then at least we can draw into a surgical and hope to extract like a critical piece. If it ever comes that far. It's kind of strange that he drops this before playing anything else. Non-creature spell. Sure. Yeah, he can have his renowned creature. I think I still need to rest in peace first. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 mana available. So I want to fetch a green source here for Galactique and Mirror's Guile. Then I want to play Liliana. Let's see, with the Chromox I can rest in peace and play another creature and not play Liliana yet. Because I already played the land. So I have 4 mana. Then I want to exile something to deal 2 damage. No, I think I want to play another Deathrite. And I'm going to exile a land from his graveyard. We're going to get some damage from this, but that's okay, because we have Liliana for it next turn. Making sure he doesn't have like Fast in Flames seems more important. And the Chromox would like cost us 2 more damage, which I don't feel like I want to take. Here I feel like preventing damage could be better than although, yeah, I mean, in case he has like a very small empty Devarans, having 3 more life, I don't know, it could make the difference. Although I think it was the wrong play. Like, But if we win, it shouldn't make any difference. So let's just try to win anyway. That's because otherwise we would have been attacking for twice the amount of damage, and we would be at 9. But there is no way he's threatening our life total anyway. So let's name some goblins. So he can only tendrils us. No second white source. I do want to kill that, but keeping his hand empty is more important. Yeah, Gadoktik should be the nail in his coffin. He could have like Burning Wish for Pyroclasm or something. But other than that, I think we're in the driver's seat here. Okay, he probably does have the Pyroclasm. But then he's still not beating the Liliana. So I'm more likely, like, I don't think he can win with drawing top deck cards, and I can still win, like, I will still draw creatures. Sure. Pyroclasm would have been better for him. Gonna play Seal of Cleansing. Gonna keep Liliana alive. And I'm not going to sacrifice this yet, in case like he has a Snaring Bridge, or I don't think a deck like his would play it. But there is no reason to kill any of his medallions before he's actually trying to go off with Storm. By the way, there is no reason why I'm piling it like this, it's just I just made it very randomly. Right, let's see if we can make the 5-0 for a second time on a camera. I think this is only the second time I play the deck on camera, so that would be cool, like 100% conversion rate. Yeah, no, I think we should play some tier deck, like a Grixis Delver or something. Just to prove that deck can't only beat brewy janky decks, but also real decks. Last game of the league against Moo. I don't think I'm playing against a lot of new players lately. This is definitely a hand I'm willing to keep. I will fetch with the polluted delta. Like, it doesn't make a difference because we already have the basic planes. But we may appear like Grixis deck or something that plays blue because of the polluted delta. Like delta into swamp into deathrite. Could theoretically be anything in Legacy. I mean anything fair in these colors. Okay, now he knows we're not anything. He appears to be on Delver. If he did not play the Wasteland, I would have thought he could be Storm, but and then I could have pitched the Sword Supply shares to escalate. But yeah, the Wasteland reveals that he's on a creature deck. So I'm gonna keep this until he drops a creature, and I actually can get it as a 2-for-1. Wow, this guy really seems to have relied on his probe to draw a colored mana source. Is that another Wasteland? Whoa. That's pretty bad for him. Let's make sure he doesn't have anything good going on before he draws a colored mana. Force pitching days. Fine by me. I think I don't want to fetch here to exile something from his graveyard, because it would be we don't have any more basics, and I'm sure he will snap Wasteland or Bayou, and I want to keep the Bayou for when I actually draw Mirror's Guile or something. Okay. I expect if he kept a hand without colored mana sources, he should have more than just Force on a day, so I think he may counter this. I think the Swords to Plowshares. Because I mean, this has different options, and this can get us out from a true name in case he kills Liliana. So, well, Swords is good if he goes like Volcanic Pyromancer Cantrip. Here I'm going to exile in my turn his Force of Will. Just otherwise he could maybe go fetch Angler and I don't know, just keeping his options smaller seems better. Sure. And we win game 1. Assuming he has Pyromancer and or True Name, so I want these two. I don't want the bridge yet, until I know what he's on. I'm not sure I want Rest in Peace, because Lingering Souls seems more important than keeping him off Angler. I mean, this blocks Angler for a while anyway. So, on the draw, him is not great. He'll just fuel his anglers, or he will daze it, and we have one spot left. So I may either choose Canonist in case he's like on a Turbo Pyromancer plan, or Spirit because of his cantrips. I think Spirit, if we don't know what he's playing, Spirit seems like, I mean, this hosts the most, more decks than Canonist. I mean, normally I wouldn't side in Spirit against fair decks, except Shardless Bug, but since we don't have anything better to side in, I think. Yeah, like Rest in Peace could be okay, because if he has like Therapy and Angler and Deathright, or like Kolaghan's Command in addition to it, then Rest in Peace, like, it would harm him more than our Lingering Souls. So I will keep this an option for game 3, in case he's like really big on graveyard stuff. But for now, like, just something that actually does something, like stop his cantrips and his and attacks him or blocks his creatures, seems better than something that will maybe be on the battlefield while he just starts attacking us and we lose with only an enchantment in play. I'm keeping in the Thoughtseize because sometimes they don't have a lot of threats, so if you can take their Pyromancer or their Angler from their opening hand, like Plowder Delver take their Angler, then they might just be cantripping for a few turns. So, I mean, it's worth more taking one card against the fair deck than hymning them and maybe taking 2 cards they don't really need. This hand is almost good. Like, I could hope he doesn't have anything. I think I'm actually gonna keep this because we're on the draw, and I can have turn 1 Swords to Plowshares or turn 1 Stoneforge. Yes, it's really good to waste him and then Crow Mox imprinting Stoneforge for Swords to Plowshares. I mean, we already have 2 out of our 3 equipments anyway. But is it maybe safer to keep the Wasteland, because we don't have anything else to play afterwards? If we Crow Mox and imprint the Thoughtseize, we can play Confident. I think I'm gonna do what I originally wanted. Like, I'm just gonna plow his Delver and hope like he kept a really bad hand. It's risky if I don't draw land and he does. If we draw any black mana source, then we should be fine. And I have a feeling this is really going to backfire. Because he has like the Ponders and the Brainstorms to fix his mana screw in case we wastelanded him. And we just have to rely on drawing 1 out of like 20 lands, which we did. So I can jam the Confident into a potential daze, or I can Thoughtseize him and maybe lose to a Wasteland. I think Confident is more important, so I don't want it to get dazed or forced. Therapy doesn't do enough. Force is good if he has a second blue card. And Angler... I know, I'm actually pretty scared of Angler, because we don't have an out to it yet. But I'm gonna take the Ponder. And hope he doesn't draw blue for Force of Will. Because otherwise he's gonna counter this Confident for sure. And I think we really need it. We really need to draw the cards of Confident. Now I may be inclined to take the Angler, because Confident will not get forced, but next turn he has Angler, and we can't deal with both creatures. Well, this is just dealing 2 damage, so that's less of a problem than 7 damage a turn. Including the, excluding the damage we take from Dark Confident. Three mana Pyromancer. Okay, we're screwed. Maybe I should have brought in the... I think I should bring in the Rest in Peace on the play next turn, because like it would stop his Deathrite, his Pyromancer, his Therapy, and his Angler. It would have been 4 cards from his opening hand. That did nothing. Alright, I think I'm first gonna drop Fire and Ice, because he doesn't have Daze yet. But now I need like creature, and then a turn like Deathrite and equip the same turn. Oh, this could be good. Like I take the Force and I kill the Pyromancer. I mean, I don't like throwing away Jitta, but we need to get rid of this Force either way. And we need to kill the Pyromancer. So Force, pitch Force. Then we need to draw Toxic Deluge or the Engineered Plague, or we lose. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yeah, we have 1 turn. Come on, Deluge, 1 time. No. Alright, it was a bad keep, turns out. Maybe I don't want to throw away cards in this matchup. So I'm just gonna keep 1 Chromox on the play. It sacrifices speed, but like if we had the extra body of the Stoneforge last game, it would have made a big difference. And we wouldn't actually have kept the hand without like all our colors if we didn't have the Chromox. Would you like to play first? Yes. I can play turn 1 Spirit, but we might just lose to never having like 2 black mana or green mana. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Like against a combo deck I could see keeping it. But I think if we're playing for a 5-0, we should play it seriously. I want to keep Deathrite on top. And like if he's representing Daze, I will play the Deathrite first, because we're not in a hurry. So either we play Wasteland. No, we don't play Wasteland, but I think we play Deathright, and we don't play Brutality yet. We don't waste him, because if he has another Tropical, we won't have Daze Protection for our turn 2 play. No, turn 3. We're gonna fetch around Stifle, which may be stupid, because he's on Cable Therapy. And usually they don't run both, or like only if they have Therapy in the main, they don't have Stifle, and if they have Stifle, they have Therapy in the sideboard, I think. Alright, that works. So I think I don't want to throw out the Confidant yet. So I may Brutality. If I draw a card I want to pitch, I will kill his Deathright and try to take something from his hand. But I don't have anything I want to discard, so it's... Yeah, depending on if we choose wrong or right here, I think we may lose or win the game. If I jump Confident and he does not have a removal spell, I'm fine. I definitely need to keep the Deluge, even though he knows about it. And I want to keep... I think I'm gonna jam the Confident, because I really want to cast this with Escalate against the Deathright. And it's our most flexible card, anyway. Dark Confident, I mean... What costs 3 mana? Pyromancer, oh no, please no Therapy. I could have wasted him to keep him off 3 mana for the combo. Oh, he's gonna be brutal. Okay, I should have tried keeping him off 3 mana. Just Fatal Push. That means he has something to play around Deluge. Otherwise... Okay. We jam Deluge here. At least we are Daze proof, so he needs to have Force. We pay 2 life. Wow, I did not expect that to resolve. Yeah, but he already tapped the black mana before playing the probe, so maybe he was committed to pushing, and then because he already floated the mana, he felt obligated to actually use it. Because I think his push against us drawing a random card is not worth the trade, because we might have drawn a land or anything, and then he could keep the push for anything we play after we Deluge. Okay, Angler incoming, I feel, because he knows about Brutality. Here I feel like wasting his Underground Sea to prevent Angler, and then playing the Dark Confidant. I mean, we could have wasted the Volcanic to play around Lightning Bolt, but I think Lightning Bolt on the Confidant as a 1-for-1 is less of a problem than having to fight a 5-5, because that would really start being painful very quickly. Yes, I want to draw. Sure, I'll take that one. I think I will attack. He seems unlikely to take the trade, so... I think I take I take the force, because I can play around days for the rest of the game, and actually he can needle the sword because he knows we have it. Yeah, I take a scrubland. Delver could raise Deathrite. Oh, he doesn't just Pitting Needle it. That's a bad choice, I think. I mean, he could needle it and then like 3 damage every turn versus 1 damage on each of my turns. Oh, wait, he has 8 days. So, and I can't pay for it with Deathrite. That's not fine. Like, I give him a free token, but even if I draw a land, he can still make a token and sacrifice it to the Lily. So do I want to give him the token now or later? I think later. I think I want to draw a land first. Okay, that's very bad for me. At least it's still a standoff, because I would snap trade the Deathrite for the Pyromancer. Now I'm going to take his days, and he's gonna daze it. He's gonna get a token, but at least I can get back-to-back Lilianas. And I'm not gonna pay, so I don't lose a 2 life. And he still shouldn't be able to attack, unless he draws like cantrip into cantrip. Okay. No stifle this one time. could have fetched the second swamp to play around wastelanding him wastelanding us of our third mana. Be able to. I also want to be able to play Council's Judgment on the Needle or his Pyromancer. Here I think I don't want him to have a card. And I do want my Stoneforge. And I do want a Jita, because it will just mow down his defense, like his Pyromancer and Deathrite. Oh yeah, he has another therapy. That's not good for me. Very bad. I think just trading it for a creature. We need to find an answer for the Delver first. Lightning Bolt is even worse. I'm gonna play this land, and I'm gonna take 6 next turn from the... like, I'm gonna be virtually at 3, so I need to top deck preferably, I think, a Toxic Deluge and otherwise a Plow. His end step. And I'm dead. Yeah, anyway, we lost this game, so we're 4-1. I will record a Zombardment video after this, and I will probably stream this deck a bit more in the next weeks. Although I will be on holidays in 2 weeks, so see you soon.